There we go. It's day 30 something. Don't remember. It's like 35. 35. This morning, woke up extra heavy. Scale read 249. 149. So felt pretty full. I've kind of been bouncing around between like 5,000 and 6,000 calories, but I think I got to start hitting closer to 6 if I actually want to keep, like gaining weight by the day. That is the goal. So I'm going to finish this pre. Before I get to squats, I got to do the whole hamstring workout. And then, should be a pretty good lift. Check the pump after. Should be pretty gnarly.
All right. Let's check the pump, goddammit. All right. Got the goddamn exposure down low. Standard procedure. If you want to make your lighting look better in pictures and whatever else. Oh, just by feeling, I am not exaggerating when I say that this feels like the greatest quad pump I've ever gotten in my life. Which, if you're bulking continuously, that should be the goal, right? If you're getting bigger over time, then that would imply that every pump is getting crazier over time as well. Now, the squats definitely played a role, but I really have to attribute this to the leg extensions. Because sure, I did one bananas insane set of squats, but then followed it up by 10 fucking sweet sets of leg extensions. Now, I'm not gonna try to tell you that that's the greatest way to go about it. I gotta fucking catch my breath. But, if you're doing triceps, right, you wouldn't argue with somebody if the only movement that they did was tricep pushdowns, right? And your quads, that's the triceps of your legs. All it's doing is taking your knee from here, or taking your leg from here to here. So quad extensions are pretty much perfect for that sort of stimulus. All right, so let's see what we're really looking like. Oh, dude. Oh. Whew. Oh. Holy shit, dude. Literally just standing, not even flexing. Like, oh my God. They're just fucking swollen to hell. All right. Let's see if there's any hamstrings going on. All right. Well, that's a pretty proud of myself for that leg day. As you should be at the end of every lift, right? As long as you achieve the goal that you set out to. Which for me, like I say, I've been saying this every lift now, is to number one, move some crazy ass weight, and number two, get a crazy ass pump. So both of those were achieved today for sure. So in terms of training, very successful. God, fuck. God damn it. Oh. So calves every day. Today I did fed cardio. So typically I'll just do cardio fasted. Like I'll get up in the morning and just jump right on the bike after getting some caffeine. But today, you know, I did cardio around noon, so I ate a meal or two before. So I wouldn't recommend training a muscle while fasted. It's just not ideal, right? Because if you haven't eaten for a while, your body's gonna have less fuel from food floating around as like blood sugar and glucose or glycogen in your muscles and stuff. So if you were to work out fasted, you might run through, or you know, the bro science logic is you might run through your internal energy stores quicker. So you'll be a little more fatigued afterwards. You're not going to be as strong. So muscles you want to train after you've eaten at least a few meals. But since I did fed cardio and I was already at the gym, I just did calves afterwards, which you know, might not be the most ideal. Obviously, I wouldn't want to hit like legs after doing cardio. That'd be stupid. But calves, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that it's going to hinder you too much. But in all honesty, it's probably more effective to work all your muscles that you're going to during that day in the same session after a long period of time from the cardio, right? Because if you were to do cardio right before you work out, like let's say, I'll just get into this whole cardio speech. So if you were to do cardio right before you work out and then start lifting, for one thing, you just tired yourself out before your workout. So just from being like fatigued cardiovascularly, you know, you also burned some of your fucking fuel, you know, doing that cardio. Unless you're like full on keto, all you're doing is burning your muscle glycogen, right? Because that's your body's first go-to fuel source. So if you were to do cardio before a workout, you're just weakening your whole body. Your workout's not going to be as effective because you're going to be extra tired. Some other stuff about cortisol, you know, you don't necessarily want to do anything that raises your cortisol levels during your workout, which, you know, cardio is going to. That's a little bit too scientific for me to explain in detail, but whatever. Why would you want to tire yourself out before training? So doing cardio right before you lift is worst case scenario. Now, doing it directly after your lift, second worst. Because after you work out, right, after you've just fatigued your body and broke down your muscles, what do you want to do? Even if you're dieting and you're trying to lose weight, the first thing that you want to do after you work out is get a meal in, get some simple sugars in so that your body can instantly get a jump start on recovering itself, right? Even if you're on a diet and you're trying to stay below, you know, a certain number of calories, post-workout, if you get some simple sugars in instantly, it's just going to improve your recovery. Now, you might not necessarily notice it right away. You know, it's like taking vitamins. You're not necessarily going to feel different, but it's definitely going to be more beneficial. So, best case scenario, you do your cardio right when you wake up, right? Nothing crazy intense, you know, low intensity, just 30 minutes, get a good sweat. That's what I do on the seated bike. And then, you know, afterwards, you eat your meals, wait a while. And by the time you're ready to lift, you're fully recovered. You wouldn't even feel that you did cardio. And then you're not in a stressed state. You know, you get right into your workout full of energy. And afterwards, you get to jump straight to rest and recovery. So cardio, right in the morning, best case scenario. After you work out, not as good. But let's say you're busy, let's say you got to get up early for work or something. You don't have to try to, it's probably going to be better for you to just get a little bit extra sleep rather than try to wake up early and do the cardio. Because sleep is probably going to supersede the benefits of doing morning cardio versus post-workout cardio. But that's enough about that. So what the fuck was I just talking about? Shit. Working out, cardio, leg pump, post-workout meal. What the hell was I talking about? I don't fucking remember. Oh yeah, no, calves. Yeah, so I did calves in the morning. I don't have to do them now. I need to order some more dextrose. So dextrose is just like the simplest sugar that there is, right? There's a variety of different kinds of sugars, like you've heard of fructose and glucose, or no, fructose and like sucrose, stuff like that. And those are all just different rearranges or arrangements of somebody posted a really good comment explaining it in an earlier video. But those are just different arrangements of individual carbohydrate molecules. I think he called them monosaccharides. That doesn't sound right. I'm pretty sure that's fats. But whatever, fructose might be 3 sugar molecules connected. Sucrose might be 2, I don't know. But dextrose is just the one. And it is just ready for your body to absorb. It skips a certain step in digestion, such that as soon as you take in like 50 grams, or any amount, but I'd say 50 grams post-workout is gonna be about what you want. As soon as you get that in your fucking body, instantly you're gonna have an insulin spike. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna tell all your cells, hey man, we gotta take in some fucking nutrients, right? So all that sugar that you just took in, plus, maybe you do a little protein too, like a scoop of protein. All that shit is just gonna get sent to your fucking cells. Instantly jump your recovery. After a period of time, I'm not necessarily certain how wide of a gap it would put between 2 lifters if all other factors were the same, but it definitely would begin to diverge. Like the lifter who was doing that, rather than just, not doing a post-workout shake at all, is definitely going to get better gains over the long run, right? Now, it might not be that much at first, but the more that you can optimize your lifestyle and your diet and your sleep for training, those little tiny changes and increments in your recovery, those are going to add up over time. And that's what'll be able to separate you from the herd, right? Like, let's say you're a high school, college dude. How many of your lifter buddies do you know? Or let's say how many people at the gym do you think are taking their multivitamins? How many of them do you think are counting their macros? How many of them do you think track their weight every day and try to, correlate that with what they're eating and adjust accordingly? How many of them are trying to look up different training styles and try to improve their methods? Probably not that many. So if you want to be serious, or at least if you want to improve your gains over time, you got to sort of look at each aspect that goes into lifting and try to optimize it for you. Now, you don't have to do this all at once. I'm not telling you to start a 3-hour research binge, but, over time, try to, if you ever see some knowledge getting thrown about, or if you hear somebody talking in the gym about something or other, try to take that into your mind, keep it in keep that forethought, and then, if it sounds right, if somebody tells you something and your mind is thinking, that sounds right, that actually makes sense to me, maybe I should start doing that. then, you know, you got to be open to that sort of new idea. Even if it goes against some, even if it goes against something you've been doing for like a long time, right? Let's say for whatever reason, you, when you do chest day, what you do is you start off with chest flies, really light, and just burn your chest out, get a crazy pump. And then you start bench pressing after you've already like pre-exhaust your chest, doing isolation movements, really light. You know, if you want to actually get stronger, somebody might go up and tell you, hey, maybe you should just start off with the heavy stuff in the beginning, right? You're gonna be stronger, you'll be able to make more progress in terms of strength, which will correlate to size, because you'll be stronger on other movements as well. You know, just because you've been doing it a certain way, if someone explains something to you and it actually makes sense, you're not gonna be an asshole for thinking, ah shit, well, he's right, fuck. Well, I better change it up now if I want to actually keep growing or keep progressing. That's kind of a rare situation, but overall message I'm trying to send is keep an open mind and try to accrue as much knowledge and information as you can if you want to make serious progress over a long period of time. So nothing else to say. I mean, fucking legs got destroyed. Jug almost empty. This is 170 grams of carbs worth of Kool-Aid. You know, might sound like an asshole for drinking that, but it's shit. I mean, simple sugars and your workout. If you're bulking, it's probably not going to hurt you. So that's all I got. Fucking proud of myself for that leg day. If you've been slacking on your squats, I'm going to find you. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. See you next time. God damn it.